Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 1 on the Beyond Dusk SMP Season 2. Now, I'm excited to be here. Hopefully you guys are excited and super keen to watch throughout the season. I'm joined here today with Alua, Roth, and Torgar. Only a limited number of people were able to get on at our set time, but at least we had a few people on and out while we were checking out the seed for the first time. Now it's time to split up here, and let's go ahead and start going by starting to raid this village. No one else decided to head over this way, so I'm going to go ahead and cruise over, see if I can find any quick loot. Unfortunately, that was like the worst village to spawn next to, but that's alright. You get what you get. So I'm going to go ahead and cruise around, punch some wood as we do, get some achievements, knock those out of the way, and then we're going to go ahead and start exploring and trying to find a cool place to set up our base. On the way, I discovered a mob spawner, so that was really cool, so we might have to go ahead and remember where that is and check out like a little community sort of mob spawner for everyone to drop by if they ever need it. Heading out into the plains, we found a fair few horses, and because of that mob spawner there, I got a few saddles in that as well, which is awesome. So I go ahead and try and find a pretty good horse. I found one that was super fast, not the best jumper, but he does alright for our starting little area and stuff. So we jumped on the back of him and started cruising along a little bit more, and I found the area that I wanted to live at. Once I found where I wanted to live, it was time to start knocking down some trees and getting a better idea of the land of this area. I tested out a few different areas and ended up settling with the third option that I went with. I much prefer just kind of like the backdrop and everything to that. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, obviously, today we're going to be building a starter castle. Now, some of you might think that's not really starter worthy, but really all the materials I found you guys can grab with no real issue at all. It's just a little bit time consuming, so that's what we did. So we're gonna have to go ahead and jump into the mines, start burning out through some of that, hopefully find a diamond or two while we're down there. So let's go ahead and jump down and get some of that stuff. So right underneath the hill that we're at, there was a giant cave opening, so I decided to go in and explore it. Inside, started gathering up some resources, and I found a geode, which is super awesome. It was like filled with like 3 creepers, so I'm glad none of those killed me. Cruising on and down to some lower levels, I managed to finally find some diamonds, and it was only a 2 stack, but I think we ended up finding another 3 down on this mission as well. Coming back up top now, after a fair few hours of digging, I managed to go ahead and craft myself a diamond pick. And then after all that mining, I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit more exploration around the backside of the mountain that I haven't yet explored. So down that way, past the snow, we ended up finding a village, which is awesome. Jumped in there, managed to get some iron out of the blacksmith in there. Nothing else too crazy at all, but it's awesome to know there's some villages right behind our base if we need them. Of course, there was a giant cave, so I had to go jump in and explore in that as well. Didn't find anything too interesting, but I decided to go ahead and mine up some obsidian while I was here. So I got the 12 that you need for a nether portal and an enchantment table. And then on the way home, I went ahead and led some cows all the way back to my base, and oh my god, this is the worst thing in this game. So now we can get started on the actual build portion for this episode. Now, to know what some of you guys thinking that, a castle for a day 1 base, well, for a starter base is kind of insane, and I do agree, but it's also not that large, and most of the materials are mainly cobblestone in this as well, and of course with some deep slate, some tough blocks, and a few other variants that we, found in the mines while we were down there already. So to get an idea, I went ahead and laid down a rough area of where I wanted to go, and then just kind of filled in the bases with the cobblestone, and then I just wanted to start adding detail as we started building out the rest of the area. Of course, ran out of some materials, so I had to go ahead and jump over to this little section and start mining up some more. And back to it. So let's go ahead and fill in this last little tower here with cobblestone, and we can start working on a few of the details. Now I want to go ahead and add some smooth andesite in on the corners of the area, skipping every second one. Kind of just adds a lot of structure and detail just straight off the bat. I started working on the first little gate tower here. I didn't want to go with anything too deep, intense, but we used some deep slate, some stone bricks, and some oak and some spruce as well. Just leaving that deep slate cobblestone at the top there, as I think the blocks there just work the best with the rest of the buildings. It just kind of ties it all together. Now working on this one here, I wanted to do a similar style. It's pretty much the exact same actually, it just kind of has like a higher roof to it. Kind of adding a little bit more detail here on the walkway slash walls themselves, just kind of making it appear like you can walk through them. Some of them I did allow it that I couldn't, and others just to make it look like the appearance is there. Now for this tall tower here, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I kind of wanted to bring in a little bit more wood and kind of bring that deep slate base down a little bit further as well. So I went and changed up the design there, added in some oak logs all the way up to kind of make a nice big oak tower, I guess, in the middle section there, and capping it off again with that deep slate roof. I forgot to hit record on this back one here, but it's a very similar style to that bigger tower just there that we had. Coming down on this smaller tower just here on the back side of the gatehouse, I decided to go with a similar design as what we did on the front of those as well. For this little tower here, I just decided to bring it up a few more blocks, and I just went in with a simple stone cap on the roof just there, so you can still come up and peek it out on the top if you need to have a look out. Now for the roof here, I wanted to kind of make this center base here where we're going to be maybe probably putting our storage a little bit different, so I'm going to use some deep slate bricks there to kind of cap off the roof, adding in some walls and some fences up on the edge here to kind of make like a fence post as well. Now it's time to start coming in and adding some details, so I used some mossy cobblestone that I found over in the spruce forest, and then started adding in some like finer tuned areas in on these spruce logs and stuff around the corners as well. And from here I started adding in some fences, some gates, kind of making this place really come to life with some windows as well. And for this main building here, it kind of looked like a really big tower here. It kind of looked a little bit plain, so I went ahead and started making this little design here, removed some of the sections and added in some cobble blocks, and I think it really made it pop to life. Trying to add a few different areas here with some like wooden pop outs and all these different areas, just kind of bringing that detail points all around the area, so no matter where you look, nothing is boring and flat. At this point here, I was pretty well ready to call it the episode here, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just push on and get the rest of this finished off. So I added in those last few little areas that, just needed to be completed for this build to be finished. So I went ahead and floored out all the areas, lit up everything that I need to, and added in all those extra doorways and removed all that dirt and everything that I needed to be gone. And yeah, I'm just really glad I went ahead and took that extra bit of time. It only took like an extra hour or so to go ahead and finish this place up, working on the pathways, doing all that fun stuff, but yeah, I'm really glad that I went ahead and did that, and I'm super happy with the way this all turned out. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think as well. So there we have it, guys. Episode 1 is now complete. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. I had so much fun working on this project. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you guys want to see anything in particular for next episode. If not, I have something pretty cool in store anyway. So hopefully you guys like this format as well. If you do, let me know, and I can definitely do more of them because I found it pretty fun to work on something like this as well. So yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Later.